Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and rpgpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
So apparently your character sheet is not downloading, so I'll let you totally put your ideals, flaws, and bonds on the little card, and then I'll constantly squint at it and go, what did he mean by that?
You read my writing, alright.
Well, there's want, and then there's want.
You could do what I did and just put down what you have and give it in. You know, if he's eating his own head biting, that's on him.
This is the one that makes me sign all the cards, all the stuff.
Understandable. Setting up this.
If we don't want it to go to Abu Dhabi, that's what I wrote.
It's amazing how much his signature changes. Wow.
I was working on a DOE project, and I had to sign so many things a day. By the end of the project, it was just a squiggle. It was like
A hint at the first letter, or
you could see the back of the K and then squiggle. Because I was like signing like 20, 30 things a day, and it's just like I'm done. I was there for 6 months. I'm like done. Yeah.
The thing was, I wanted to call it him that when he told me. I had a reason to it.
Well, I'm sure.
hopefully she got food. She'll be back shortly.
The thing is,
Oh, our hostess needed ibuprofen. So. Anybody need a book?
Well, it's kind of like enemy has like does this attack and you do this.
Then I will move the book out of my space.
Like when you roll a 3.
So everybody got beverages.
Not the fun type, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you go back.
God forbid I walk myself home if I get drunk.
Or just, walk around the store for a little longer.
I can walk home and still beat most of you home.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It takes me like 30 minutes to go over here.
I could be home in like 10 minutes if I walk.
We have access.
It'd take me longer to get out of the building.
Just to get from outside to your house. You know what? I'm gonna go order some chicken nuggets. That sounds delicious.
They are really good. Do you want to try one first?
No, because
The
I've had
dragon
them
sticks aren't
and I
half
know
bad.
they're amazing. What's that?
The dragon sticks aren't that bad.
Is that what the taquitos are?
Yeah.
Dragon
Yeah.
I asked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I
missed the pizzas.
So we can try them.
I missed the good pizzas.
They don't have those
Like
anymore?
taquitos would be fun.
And these have got a kick to them too.
A little bit of spice.
Okay, I'm good now.
I don't like any of the
Monster.
Well, when you have insomnia, you know.
It will
I
keep
wonder
going.
why you have insomnia.
Oh no, it's not because of the monster. I had that my entire life. I'm just sad to say it's genetics.
Oh, I don't.
Runs in both sides of the family.
I've had insomnia.
Me, I'll be
since
like
October.
dead on my feet and then I'll lay down. 2 hours.
Things like that.
Yeah.
2005.
Eh.
Since the-
I
I said
love.
I've had insomnia since October of 2005.
I love the new guidelines. It's like
That's bad. It's insomnia.
you're not supposed to have caffeine until 10 hours before you go to bed. Okay, that means nothing after lunch. Or breakfast, actually.
For me, it's just, I can't sleep.
Part of my issue is the fact that like my normal cycle of staying up is that my body just naturally likes to stay up like 14 to 16 hours, which is not helpful in a repetitive life. Where you have to go to work at the same time, come back at the same time, and yada yada yada.
And I get up how
And your sleep cycle is utterly broken.
Yeah, and also just know that I'm a night person too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Though I have noticed I've been sleeping a whole lot longer since I've been putting in those really long days.
Work 16 hours
Like,
a
why does
day,
it
and
kill
all
want
of
to
a
get out of bed?
all of a sudden the body will collapse on you.
Hey, for an end of the army, you can go weeks with 4 hours of sleep a day. Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, as long as you get enough protein in the system to keep the body from falling completely apart. Yeah. How'd they go? How'd they go good? Sounds like a body falling apart.
It's not actually Advil, it's just ibuprofen. It's just this bottle is prepared for I also
Good
have
size.
antihistamine. I also have
Abbreviated slightly, but hopefully it's.
Oh,
get the
wow,
writing.
look at that handwriting. That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's why I got picked as scribe in boot
Okay.
camp.
it's phone makers.
My printing was supposedly nice. Okay.
One of these is not like the other. One of these is not like the other.
Oh,
Whereas mine are all scratchy.
well, at least you know your scratch, though.
Sure I do.
Actually, there was a time period where I couldn't read my own scratch.
I took shorthand when I was in high school, and it was Faulkner shorthand. So it uses some cursive lettering with symbols. Destroyed my handwriting after that. So I still tried to.
I only did cursive for 4th grade, and that was it. And then after that, I never needed it again.
I like the new TikTok challenge. Write your name without lifting your pen. And somebody's like, oh my god, Gen Z has discovered cursive.
Yeah, or like,
When
or
no-
somebody's doing cursive, like for an invitation,
Yeah.
or like for at a store, and somebody says, what language is that?
Yeah.
So,
It's English.
so like my brother is 8 years younger than me, right? He was never taught cursive.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if the school doesn't teach it, parents are definitely not going to teach it.
Yeah.
From my experience with like my generation like after mine,
Parents don't have
don't
time
teach anything.
nowadays.
Yeah. Well, even if they do have time, I just find
They don't
them.
want to take
Yeah,
the time.
exactly.
Trust me. I know.
Or they don't have the time, because everything.
A lot of them just don't want to
Just,
take the time.
We have to teach our own children what?
I did Xbox support.
Oh, God.
Where we get Christmas time, they're like pissed because it took, they had to spend 30, 40 minutes to make a child's account to attach, and making their account go up. Because they just wanted to plug it in and let the kid in.
And then they can go have their Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
and see, I grew up, we would go to the movies, but all of us would have a book waiting because they didn't have previews then. We'd all be sitting there waiting for the movie to start. We'd have books and people would be giving me the side eye.
Where did you grow up?
Wait, they allowed you to have books and readers? No, like straight up one time, like when I was like younger, I actually bought a book to a theater. They're like, "Hey, you can't do that." I'm like, "Yeah, exactly." And I was like, "Wait, so
I think there's like how
why?" And they're like, "It's against the company policy." And I'm like, "What goddamn company
That's
policy is that?"
insane.
So I managed to forget my dice and my wallet.
Oh,
And I
no.
couldn't figure out how to do the tap pay thing because I'm like an 80-year-old on the
I forgot
inside.
mine.
But did you get an order in?
Well, now I couldn't pay.
Do you need chicken
my,
nuggets?
My tab is open. Tell him Kelly Springer.
For Kelly Springer? Okay,
Kelly
and I
Springer,
can
my
send
tab is
you.
open.
I can send you virtually.
Nah, you
I
can just
just
split next time.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I
not
got
like
you,
you'll
I got
see
you.
her again.
right.
Yeah, just tell him Kelly
Unless
Springer.
I die already today.
You know what? I'm just gonna go
Unacceptable.
with to make
Okay.
sure.
No,
Do you
I would
want-
definitely pay
Started.
that next time.
Yeah.
Death flag driving home.
We will summon the necromancer.
Just in case they don't.
you get a people.
But
I appreciate it. Thank you so
yeah, no,
much.
I mean,
Yeah.
Meeting people?
I forgot my wallet.
I suppose.
When I go to Olive Garden once, it took me an hour to get that tap to pay thing for it.
Yeah, no, and I was sitting there,
the
and
guy's
there was like
like,
people
"It's okay."
coming
Just
behind me, and I
randomly
was like,
grabbed a
oh my
handful
god.
of
The
You
guy's
just
like,
wanted chicken nuggets?
I'll come with you. I'll come with you.
it was
Yeah.
funny because my waiter's like, it's okay, just come back. I'm like, no, I'm going to figure this out.
This is gonna go south so
And my
fast.
daughter's just sitting there laughing.
It's like,
Keep everything to scale instead
Didn't
of
the
giant
kid-
figures.
Yeah, no, but like, should I like?
I don't know if it's really to scale because this is the goblin.
Well, yeah, but like, should like parents teaching kids know? Like, but I was never taught how to shave.
You mean
I had to learn
downstairs?
that on my own,
Yeah.
and I have two dads.
I never asked my
Yeah.
dad, so.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, like,
just-
sure, like I didn't ask my dad per se, but like also I felt like it's a thing that dad should do. For example, you know.
My dad just said, when did you start shaving? I'm like, oh. Was I supposed to ask how? It was kind of intuitive, you know?
Or like riding a bike.
Don't go like this. It's that easy. Just don't go like that.
Up and down good, left and right bad.
Yep, learned that the hard way.
I think the worst one I ever had, because I have a little birthmark right there. I was shaving, having an argument with the old man, and went, and he's like, "You nicked yourself," as I'm just like, I'm feeling the dripping on
Yeah.
my foot, and I'm like, I threw the fucking razor down, and as soon as I saw the blood splatter at me, and I'm like, oh, I really did cut it. Apparently, I'm gonna be late to work today. Then I got a job where I didn't have to shave every day.
Yeah.
Because by 2 o'clock, I have razor blades that grow in. There's nothing worse than when you give yourself that razor rash from your own chin hair right here when you lean down. It's like, oh, that's gotta stop.
My first job out of college, I had to wear a tie. I did inside sales. I don't even see clients, and I had to wear a tie. Yeah.
Conveniently, I now have marks on the inside of the map. So when I'm pointing to you guys, I know I'm actually pointing at the thing.
Nice.
Actually, that is one thing I learned how to tie a tie. I've only tied.
I could do a double Windsor with my eyes closed.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, like I've only ever needed to wear a tie, like maybe a couple times in my life.
Well, my freshman year in college, I was an Air Force cadet in the ROTC, so yeah.
You can tie a knot in the dark.
I could do a double Windsor with my eyes closed. Not perfect like I used to be able to do, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we literally keep blindfolded, yeah.
Especially since it's a basic maneuver once you're
And it's
used to
only
it.
one more flip from a Windsor, so it's like, and it looks so much better.
Like, I can totally put someone's tie on and do it real quick, as opposed to I cannot do it on a person. It's just
No,
like my
'cause it's
left,
you can't do it, trying to do
my
it
left
backwards.
half of the brain does not reverse the motion.
No. It's funny because we were looking for a coat for my daughter, so she doesn't freeze to death when we go to Chicago this week. And she's didn't like any of the ones in the girls, but then we're like, I'm walking through the men's section. She's like, "Oh, let's try this one on." And she's like, trying to zip it up. Like, what's going on here? I'm like, the zipper's flipped. That's why you can't figure it out. Why did they do that? Because apparently men couldn't dress themselves at one point.
Yeah, it's actually because women were dressed and guys had have it for themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, I know about that. Okay, men in history, for like the most part, have always been the forefront of fashion. Okay, why were high heels made? To make men look taller.
And
Why
they're
was
good in
makeup made?
saddles.
For men. Why were their dresses? Men. Okay, men were always in front of fashion. 100%.
This is true.
It's just that, like, in history, they don't teach that because, it's weird, apparently, for some reason.
Yeah.
See, at a certain point, they're just like, we didn't wear that. Yes, you did. No, we didn't.
It's just kind of like 100 years ago. Pink was for boys and blue was for girls, and then it flipped.
Yeah.
Like 100 years ago. And boys wore dresses too.
Although I
It
gotta
wasn't called a dress, but
Although I gotta say, it was really funny, me learning about women's suffrage and whatnot, because like one of their arguments was like, hey, if we can't vote, then we are not applicable to any laws. And so like some women actually broke laws and said, hey, since we can't vote, we can't be applied to any laws because we can't vote for the laws that are placed upon us. And I'm like, you know,
If we're not identified as a legal person,
yeah.
And when I was in high school, the thing was, women's rights. I'm like, okay, it's either women belong.
I
in
still
the,
can't get food, so I'm gonna eat an entire cookie and call that a day, and then get food afterwards.
well, I was gonna say,
That is pretty.
in that case, do you want the last chicken nuggets? You can take ibuprofen.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
So these ones are chai, these ones are like butter cookies, gingerbread.
That'll
Well,
hold
see,
me over.
that
Thank
counts
you. I
as
appreciate
for
it.
ibuprofen.
Yes.
Yeah, no, when I was in high school, it's like,
Share.
like, okay, what about the draft?
How many
Nope.
do you want?
Dude,
One?
that's still the way it is. I know what you're talking about. That is not changing.
There you go. One came out.
At least, I mean, when I was in the Army, we didn't care if women were in combat roles as long as they could do the PT shit we had to do.
Okay, so we're done with this?
Yep, we're done with that.
I mean, we had a female medic who was 120 pounds soaking wet. Like, how is she gonna drag me,
You know, we don't want him to
who weighs 280 pounds in kit, off the battlefield?
She's gonna give you 2 morphines and say good luck, soldier.
Yeah. I mean, it's like she was normally in the first aid center because of obvious reasons. But our medic went on leave, so we had her. And she's, can you guys help me carry my kit? No, bitch.
It's almost like we're carrying our own buck.
Yeah, it's like we got our own gear. We're not gonna.
Front carry,
which is
back
funny.
carry.
And then we had this complete. I mean, this is how she would explain herself. Old lesbian, 5'4". She could throw me over her shoulders like I was a sack of potatoes. I'm like, see, we don't mind.
As long as you can help me out of a bad situation.
Yeah, as long as you were helpful. I mean, because that was one of the things when they allowed women into combat. They slowly started changing.
That was you guys.
I did. I avoided it.
I'm gonna call
Physical
X
fitness.
card on this.
Oh,
Okay.
and then,
So, we ready?
what was her name? I already Amber.
Lighter
That was
Davokar, darker Davokar. You come from the Davokar on the inside. So you guys know from your little map that you have, in the little mini map, that here's the Elven Enclave in case you need it behind, we will call it the Waterfall. Then you've got your
Let's
little,
just call it the ball.
the Fall. Uh-oh, that sounds like the place is going to
I feel like
ominously
that's a death
fall.
flag waiting to happen.
I know, right?
Which is the whole idea.
No, I'm not.
Then we've got the Goblin Village that you guys are headed to, and the nearest human village in the swamp, because those are swamp people. Swamp people.
Those are not Ambrians, right? They're barbarians.
They are technically Ambrians, yes.
Oh, they are Ambrians.
The Ambrians basically came up to here, but your barbarian tribes live over here on the coastline. Our dear changeling friend comes from this area up here.
So the tan isn't desert. That's actually
Our changeling friend.
ocean. Okay.
Yeah, this is ocean over here.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I'm like seeing forest and desert.
It would have been nice if they made it blue.
Yeah, or at least like a tint of blue, because the other.
That lake
Or
is
put a
awfully
sea dragon or
close.
something on it, you know?
Sure.
Everybody's dissecting the legitimacy of the map design.
No,
Hey, if we're gonna do fantasy, make it fantasy.
the coastline is actually like off the map on this
Oh,
map.
okay.
Oh, okay.
So that is kind of like
It
a
goes
desert.
It's not
plains
necessarily
this
desert,
direction.
Oh,
It's
okay.
But not
plains.
forest.
So the
Wait,
dark
the other
is
ones
dark
are-
Davokar, which is like, oh my god, supernatural forest where the trees are growing on trees.
What do you like to us?
And then lighter Davokar is where it's still deep forest, like humans would call that forest. But dark Davokar is where nature is taken over, because somewhere in here is an old human settlement where they did all bad dark stuff. All the bad dark stuff that the elves and the Ironsworn are stopping from happening.
I don't know,
These
sci-fi
yokels
stuff.
from the south that came up after they got necromancered to death, and their homeland doesn't grow anything anymore because it's been necromancered to death, they totally are taking up all of this area.
It's not necessarily public
Plains, savannah.
And the
something.
problem is, the humans like to go into the forest and steal the ruins that they find there. So it's basically, you guys are the anti-D&D adventure group. You're the ones telling humans, please go home.
We're the keep outside.
Because a lot of the times the humans will show up to these, ruins that have been sealed by your folk, and kick in the door,
Let
break the
everything out.
seal, get murdered on the inside, and then whatever was on the inside is now on the outside.
And we have to clean up their mess.
And then some. Sadly, the queen currently gives everybody a license to loot, because adventurers actually have to go to her and pay a fee to get a license to go adventuring, because they have to give their map of where they're going.
The human queen.
The human queen.
Lies.
Yeah, like where do they get off saying that? Yeah, you can go in and loot things.
Oh no, I was saying that because she's like 300 years old.
At least the human barbarians to the northwest know that the witches say what the elves say is all true. It's all true. Let's not go into the woods. We know that there's bad shit there.
Don't mess with it.
And yeah, I will go in the woods.
Are we just currently traveling to the
I will
Goblin
be
Village, or do we
So-
have like a goal?
Currently, you guys have a goal. You basically, as a group of the Iron Sworn, you were given 3 baby wasp nests wrapped in leaves that should be nice and safe. It's just going to require somebody to do an athletics to go up a tree and put it there, and then animal handling to make sure they don't get stung by the little baby, nick wasps. That, it should be fine. But the beauty is establishing these wasp nests. They go after spiders. Because the Spider Kings, folks, still exist here, which are big, giant telepathic spiders. Thank you, Tolkien. That's where we get them from. And humans will probably piss them off and get bitten by them. And more deaths of humans actually happen from these giant local indigenous wasps, because they're basically murder hornets, than, most other things that happen to humans. And if anybody happens to buy any of the special arrows, the whistler arrows, if you shoot a whistle arrow nearby the nest, you'll piss them off, and anyone underneath them will totally get stung. So for future knowledge.
And how much do they cost?
The whistle arrows?
Yes.
They're actually
Hey, 'cause
not.
I've got a whole 7 Vortex.
Yeah.
7
How does that
coppers.
convert to shillings?
I got 7
Actually, yeah.
You
What's
got
the,
a lot
what
more
the
than her.
conversion rate?
So it's basically like standard D&D.
Okay.
The 10 to 1.
Okay, got it.
What, no electrum?
Nope.
What are you talking about? Electrum's the most. It makes the most sense. Okay.
Has
It's
anyone
the-
actually seen Electrum?
I have put Electrum in my campaign as a joke currency, and I actually had my players try to use it to make money, and they end up losing all the money with it.
There's the special arrows and what they hit. Because the special arrows come from the actual Symbaroum game and not in the D&D version, so I'm totally importing them because we have so many goddamn archers
I'm
in the
gonna
group.
buy one.
If anyone else wants to look at it.
You're rich compared to her. You got shillings.
Yeah, I have
obviously-
several shillings, but I'm not gonna buy
I
it.
can have a whole 3
Wait a
shillings.
minute.
Because
Is that
basic
shillings or-
conversion is
I don't know. You
10
I can't
Ortegs,
afford them.
10 Ortegs to 1 silver,
But I
to
would like
1
to steal one.
shilling, and then 10 shillings.
Okay.
to
Why?
us. So it's a 10 to
Trick the
1
maniac,
conversion.
trick the maniac. I love shiny things.
How much are they?
Damn, they're expensive.
Wait.
Well, they're special arrows.
These are specialized.
No, like normal arrows.
Oh, yeah, regular
That's
arrows.
ridiculous.
Wait, why is it? No, it's 10 of them. Wait,
Yeah,
that's still.
a shilling each.
So
Silver,
wait,
that's all.
Ortegs, shilling. Is there any other?
I'm too poor.
Felon.
No,
Yeah.
felon.
Dollars the
But I
gold.
mean,
gold.
like, if you
That-
pull
oh,
that money,
okay.
it could
And
work.
how many shillings?
10 Ortex to a shilling, 10 shillings to $1.
Thank you.
And these goblins will look at you when you get to their village and they'll be like, "You have silver coins? We've never seen those."
So pretty.
So your guys' job is to basically, here are 3 of these
So how's
wasp
the
nests.
arrows, regular arrows in the goblin community?
Same roughish price, except you can do it in trade.
You can. It's
You
what,
can barter.
A silver for 10. You have
Yeah.
10.
No,
I
it's
don't.
a silver
I only
each.
have.
I said you have 10 arrows.
Yeah.
It's a silver each. It's a gold.
Oh, silver
it's a gold piece for 10.
Oh, okay. Then
I'm never gonna afford that.
you have 10.
Yes, you will.
You
You
have
know,
10.
Never.
being melee just suddenly became a lot
You
more
have
violent.
Yeah.
You have 10 regular arrows.
No, you have 10 whistle
Just
arrows.
smash pieces.
No. The whistler arrows are
I have
5
a flail.
shilling
I specifically smashed.
Your changeling friend says you need these arrows.
each.
Huh?
They're
Yeah,
5
5
shilling
shillings.
each.
Yeah.
So 10 would be 5,000.
That's what the witch doctor said. That's what the witch doctor says. Okay, so you guys know each other, you know, so you have
Yeah.
at least a basic familiar,
Oh,
you know.
wait a minute. Who are you? The other one that I can speak to with goblins?
Special sign
Sign?
language.
We didn't discuss it.
I know you for sure because of course.
You're the
I'm
translator.
I'm down, but
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Silence.
all
Is that
right.
his actual name?
No, that's,
That's
not my
what we
actual
call
name.
them.
I just
His
don't
name
speak.
is the sound of silence.
Okay. So that way I know who I can.
I'm gonna write that down.
So when your goblin friends are throwing hand signs,
In Chicago, the east side. You're drowning.
Isa. Okay, so you guys basically have the wasp nest. You know the basically council says go plant these wherever you need to be. In your wisdom, they need to be. They'll help drive back the humans, drive back the spiders. Make friends in the goblin village. We know of the village. They basically give you the, skinny that there's a chieftain who's got a spider pet that follows him. The goblin does, yeah. And there's a shaman.
Knowthorn.
Yep.
Is it a
Knowthorn.
tiny spider or a big spider?
From what they've heard, they tell you it's a big spider. It's
Okay.
bigger than the goblin.
Well, it's bigger than a goblin.
Spider
but
bite.
How big is it?
So you probably don't want to go in the village with the baby wasps.
Right.
Okay, so we just have to plant them somewhere along the way.
Wherever you think is a good place. They trust your better judgment and your nature skills.
So they haven't met us.
Basically, you notice that they're like giving every squad leaving the falls one of these nests saying, hey, before they hatch, get them out of here. It's nature finding its way. And, they basically say make contact with the goblins, do what you have to make them allies. Make them happy. Make sure they work for the Ironsworn and not the humans, because you guys know, culturally speaking, humans have had a great habit of finding goblins, giving them shiny things, and incorporating them into their human villages to do
All the
menial
menial
labor.
horrible tasks.
Yeah.
That's
So,
no.
and you guys all know goblins are part of the ecosystem in Davokar. I mean, seeing as your goblin can tell you that your goblin's going to become a what one day?
I'm gonna be a troll one day. That's the secret most of them don't know.
That's the secret, yeah.
But
And you
I am
elves do
strong.
know that just like you guys hibernating, going from spring sprites to summer elves like you are currently to winter and autumn, goblins totally go into cocoons and come out as trolls and ogres. You guys know it. It's the goblin secret. It's just the pupa stage.
I believe in you.
Obviously, FU comes from a tribe where they realized, hey, grandma went off into the forest and made a cocoon and then popped out an ogre. My grandma, what big eyes you have.
And didn't kill her.
And then the ogre said, friend, and you guys took the ogre to your village.
Yeah.
Because
Now they call the ogre
they don't remember
grandmother.
anything prior.
Yep, because they've had pretty much amnesia after the process. So you guys have all of your supplies. You know that you can go back to the falls anytime you need as an Ironsworn enclave to help resupply. Hopefully this place will never go down. It will never fall.
As the sky falls.
So where are we starting? We're at the goblins right now.
So
right
you
here?
guys have been trekking for a few days through the edge of darker Davokar and lighter Davokar where it's safer. Because thankfully you know about the old Ironsworn game paths. They really do look like game trails, but the Ironsworn use them all the time. Because you guys are not stupid when it comes to the woods. You can't die keeping people from making the bad things come out. By the way, most of the Ironsworn are dying off, which is why it's not an all-elf organization anymore. When it takes 100 years to replace an elf, there's a reason why they're stealing human babies and putting them to work. So is there anything you guys wanted to ask for or do before you left the falls? As we get perpetual screen swipe, as Silence is totally telling his goblin partner some stuff.
What did you tell
Let's go.
me? Let's take a look. Silence wants to like take a stroll.
Okay.
I never. You do know I'm never fully going to translate.
Yes,
correctly.
I understand this.
Just so. You
I understand this. Silence will be annoyed.
Yes.
I'll be loaded with
But to me, it's fun and it spreads chaos.
And your little goblin friend will be very convincing in the stories.
Who are they to deny it?
But anyways, I'll just
Except
make
for
a
she gets-
perception
except for
check, you know,
Apex.
just
Okay.
to see if
So
anything
as you guys are going through the woods, it sounds like Silence is going to take a perception check and look around.
You never know. You could always see something. You can see it in the plus minus.
It's true.
Okay, I got a soft 20.
Soft 20. So you, at one point you guys stop, it's midday, the light beams are kind of shooting through, but it's still thick forest. So you're not seeing direct daylight, it's just the little spears that hit the green and shade everything in a perfect green color. You see a really great place that a beam of light is landing right where an old wasp nest that looks like it was destroyed at one part was. It'd be perfect for putting yours up there. But more importantly, as you give the area the look-see, because you had a dirty 20 there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You totally notice in the nearby area, the reason why the wasp nest is dead is it looks like once upon a time it was swarmed by something. And you look around and you see some moss-covered dead wasp bodies. And you kind of look through with your key. You guys see Silence, like, looks down, touches. Keen eyes do the whole manga style. Look to the side. And clearly off behind a moss-covered tree that was just out of sight, but your keen eyes saw it because you look and listen.
My elf eyes.
You have two eyes and one mouth, and that's why you're Silence. You notice that there is a small swarm of black plague termites, which you know with the Iron Sworn, you guys do consider those abominations. They are not part of the natural order of things. They corrupt and destroy.
Can I light them on fire with a torch?
It's basically like a termite mound. Looks like there's 3 of them.
Well, if I can communicate to them that's there. Anyways.
Bugs.
And you guys know that you guys know your goblin friend eats bugs for 50% of her body
Nasty
weight.
bugs.
Not the edible kind.
Goblins love beetles.
Check over the area.
They're high
Look over at it. I don't go over there, but
Once it's pointed out, you guys clearly see that it's the tiny abominations known as black plague termites. They basically eat out trees from the inside and eat a lot of the natural order things. These termites aren't just wood eaters.
Well, we do have torches. We could light them by them.
I like flowers.
we're talking like termites.
They're termites,
Okay.
yeah. You do know that messing with their nests usually causes them to swarm and come
yeah.
after people.
But
Yeah.
if we set up a perimeter of fire around them, and they swarm, all that.
Wow. That would
Or
be
could we throw a torch? And
Well, I say.
So yeah.
you know,
well, I guess there's 3 mounds though. Yeah.
Anybody have oil?
Yeah, it's like anybody have anything flammable outside.
Torch.
I have
itself.
charcoal. But yeah,
We
that's,
also have a neutralizer. Yeah.
But we're in a swampy area.
Oh no! The humans are down
Okay,
here
so we're
to the
not
southwest.
close enough. To
Yeah.
yeah, we're still
You're literally
we just left like
going from the Rockies straight through Colorado before it becomes dark, thick forest.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can also use sap from trees.
Well, no, because if you're in the swamp, then it'll pitch. But
Or you could just leave the termites be. It's
I was gonna say at this point,
I mean,
I don't.
granted,
I don't like
2 of our party members look at that and go, abomination.
Yeah, I mean, we make note of it, let people know when we come back this way, but we're not equipped to.
yeah,
I think though it wouldn't hurt just to put up some torches between us and them, especially if we're gonna
Never
put the
leave a
wasp.
torch up.
What?
Never leave a torch up in the middle of the forest.
Right.
I thought we were trying to deter them.
On the trail,
I guess I don't want to start the game off by setting the forest on fire.
make a little stone charm to identify the spot.
Here be termites.
You guys see your witch friend stacking up some rocks and some kind of little cairn.
All right, well,
Identify the area, so.
We're
Do you
gonna
guys
come
want to
back.
hang
Somebody else
the
comes
nest
through.
I
with all
can't
of
trust Nuts to take a note.
The squirrel's just like jumping around everywhere.
It's like, no. It knows it doesn't want to get anywhere near those.
Just, yeah, just not equipped to.
No.
I mean, you could totally try. Or somebody want to give me a nature roll?
Let's do a nature
I'll go
roll.
with it, yeah.
Who has the best nature?
Oh, you can walk.
It's nature.
Oh.
Not me.
No, I just have a +1.
Not the scout.
+2.
I'm a +2 as well. So.
Who's feeling lucky?
Who's feeling like a wild child today?
No! I just got a net 1 on it.
Immediately, is someone gonna stop our?
Thank
Brain
you.
cell dies.
Ooh,
as
the
she's
buffalo
trying
sauce
to
is always a good
concentrate.
choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to grab the goblin before she tries to go eat the termites?
Yes.
I will do that.
As with the natural one, you remember stories that these are the best eating ever. You need to happen to pick up a eating stick to poke the nest to eat the termites.
I just
Hold
kinda
it
like-
over a torch.
I just kind of like grab him by the back of the neck, you know, like a cat, just like.
This is why you two are so good together. In our tribe, we call these the nummies. And sadly, there's a flashback where there's this old grandmother looking at FU and says, "This one is nummies, this one is bad." Whacks her with a stick every time she reaches for the bad one. And she still eats it and gets sick.
No shit.
I don't think
And
that
that's
we
another
should
goblin
open
over her shoulder going, "No shit."
Move on.
Yeah, I say we don't hang the nest there because the termites are still there. So if we're not going to deal with the termites.
Okay, so you guys head on over to another better area.
Do better.
FU, do better, you little goblin. Everything doesn't go in the mouth. So you guys go a short distance away where you're clearly out of the termite mounds area where it should be safe-ish. Uh-oh. Silence is having thoughts.
Good.
I think what Silence would do is she would try to sneak off on the party.
Then we get rid of this.
Sneak up on the party.
No, sneak off.
Okay. Okay, so you guys you're heading out. You're tramping through this deep forest where the roots are like one tree's roots end where the next one's already working their way in. So it's a little rough travel. So what did you roll?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. Okay, 15.
Does anybody have a passive perception of 15?
Yeah, right.
14.
I think
So-
the highest in the group is 14.
11.
So the group is
No, I
heading
have a
out.
19. Wait.
You have a passive of 19.
So it'd be your passive down at the bottom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
No.
problem.
My bad. I was adding this to this.
So,
Passive perception.
so Silence is sneaking off.
Okay.
Oh, I was trying
Now
to do it
all
like
the
as
faces
we're
in the
leaving the
next map.
termites.
Awesome.
I was going to sneak off, light a torch, and throw it at the termite mound.
Okay.
Because
So
they're an
you-
abomination that we need to kill.
Yep, they are abominations.
She wants the Nubi's all to herself.
So you're
You can have roasted
Yes,
vegetables.
that's why. I totally
so you're going to the termite mound that's got the easiest escape direction, I'm assuming? Okay.
It's not going to kill anything.
Yeah, and I just light one of my torches then.
Okay.
And
Okay,
back up.
so are you looking to like set the mound on fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a nature check as you're just like, screw you guys. As the first one looks at you and goes, yes, these termites have double mouths like a predator.
That will be an 8.
Like a camel
An
spider.
8. You kind of throw the torch down there and it goes tink, tink, tink in the inside of the tree. And your intention was not to start a fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your torch goes down there and immediately you hear the scampering of little legs. Are you going to run away before they swarm out?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna back out.
So you go running as the torch goes tink, 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 and there's just like a small smoke plume it never seemed to catch. As all of a sudden you take one glance back to see your friends going ahead a good distance. You're booking, and you glance back and you see that last whiff of white smoke that shows you it didn't catch, and this mound is just oozing in black termites. which then sets off the other mound, which sets off the other mound because they're all pheromoning each other.
So I'm going to just,
So they come up running
calmly,
behind us.
I'm going to calmly but quickly tap the goblin on the shoulder and signal for her to turn around.
Yeah.
It's like, something's behind us.
Now you're a good distance away. Give me a perception check.
How hungry is F?
And it will be at disadvantage because you're so far away in a crowded forest.
Perception.
It'll be under wisdom.
The second to last one.
I always wondered why I was whistling. Like, oh wait, then it's
Oh,
recognizing
you
what you're
freaking
actually
kidding
seeing.
me!
By the way, it is disadvantage. So you have to roll another one, and you can get a second one.
Let's get a double one.
Oh my god.
You did.
You literally
I did.
did.
Good start,
As
everybody.
Silence comes up to you and points for you to look, you guys are all moving pretty quick through the forest.
Quick.
And
I'm sure.
Effie turns around just in time to like go whoop and disappear into this little between the two roots little chasm and falls down and needs an uppy out.
I'm gonna.
I bring you up.
You got it.
As you saw nothing, you're like,
What the hell, Silence? It's like knocking a goblin
obviously you think Silence is pointing to don't fall down the hole.
hole, yeah. It's like, I wouldn't have fallen down if you had not.
As the sad thing is off in the distance, out of your guys' view, the termite swarm is coming over and those stones that were set up get knocked over as the termites swarm angrily.
Do we hear the stones getting knocked
No,
over?
see, your guys
At
are far
least-
enough away.
No, because
Okay.
we're squishing the termites, which is,
One termite goes,
We got one
as it goes splut. And then the camera pans back and you just see a little rock fall and massive
So
bugs.
dramatic in the
I just had visions of Austin Powers.
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
And he could just move.
5 minutes later.
So, a couple hours down the path, you find a spot where you guys are pretty sure you could totally offload one of these wasps.
Okay.
Somebody,
Who's gonna handle the wasp?
and you can work as a team if you want.
Of course.
So, who's going to do the athletics and who's going to do the animal handling?
I have only a +1 to animal handling, so who has?
I have a 4. I can do both.
I can do both. Animal handling, but -1 on the athletics. So
With a 16 strength? Come on, you gotta have 17.
And the only reason it's that high is because of the bloodthirst.
And right now in the back of his head, he's like, we should have stomped.
Which one did I just roll?
So, first with the athletics to climb up the
7.
tree.
I don't feel so bad.
Everybody's dice need to go and
I'm like,
As,
What do you mean
as
everybody? I'm doing fine.
Oh, okay.
you guys see your compatriot here. Kiteer's climbing up that tree like a champ. He's got the wasp nest in one hand, so he's doing this really dramatic one-arm grab and pull. He's got this. He's totally like, give me the wasp, I got this. And then falls on his tuchus, taking 4 points of damage as you head
well,
for...
see what it was. He was going, just as he was going up, all of a sudden I just let out this huge belch. And it just distracted him.
Because you're hungry from the termites. You could have been eaten.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go up, take the wasp nest, and then climb it myself. Like,
Go for your athletics check.
that's where these people.
Did you roll one?
You rolled a 6.
No, I
No,
rolled.
he rolled a natural 1.
So I got it. So for my athletics, I got a 6. A
But what
natural,
did you
a nat 1.
So immediately, Silence looks at you and gives this exacerbated silence face, and then reaches out, and you hand over the nest, and Silence immediately, silently starts to scamper up this
Doesn't
tree.
even make it to the tree.
Gets to just about where you were when you grabbed a chunk of moss that came off the tree trunk, and a chunk of bark comes off in Silence's hand, as Silence goes, whoa!
I'm gonna
Taking
try
4
and come
points of
underneath.
damage. That dice is consistent. And the worst part is you all are looking at Silence as Silence is a he, right? She. As she gets up, and you realize that there's white goo all over she's armor, and the leaf is flat with some drippiness of baby wasp.
Oh.
I'm disappointed in all of you. That's all I gotta say.
I'm just gonna watch.
The
like,
two athletic ones just screwed up.
I'm just gonna watch 10 feet away from the party and just stand behind a tree.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and just
Hang
keep
your head in
walking.
shame.
Well, we have 3 of them. Should we try again?
I mean, does someone want to try at this spot, or do you want to hit
I'll
somewhere
try
else?
it. I think that's advantage,
This
right?
spot
If I
is
click
cursed.
on the thing?
If you what?
If I have the thing.
If you use your inspiration, yeah, you have inspiration, so you can totally.
I have
Your
inspiration.
inspiration is hiding over by your teeth. You could throw that in for advantage.
Let's do this.
Okay.
And
Your dwarven compatriot, he's looking around and he's just like,
Jim gave me these.
we have 3, we now have 2. Let's not let these guys hurt the next one. I thought elves like nature. So roll
does it
d20.
nature?
It's athletics.
okay.
But you just thought elves like nature. And remember, you have advantage. You can roll
Okay.
twice
Well,
and
I
get
got a
the better
10
than 2.
and
2 have failed
then
me, perhaps another one will.
and another 8.
Oh.
So it's at 10.
So a 10.
A 10.
So a 10, thanks to your compatriots leaving you some nice handholds now. You scamper up there. You look at the little bundle of leaves and untie it. And there's this little wasp nest. You can clearly see there's this giant wasp inside. Little white pale thing. It's starting to move its limbs. And you're looking for a good, safe place to nestle in. Give me a animal handling or nature. I'll take either or.
And I have a question. Is a wasp considered a beast?
It is considered a beast.
So I can talk to him.
You can communicate with the little grub.
And so do you want me to roll animal handling first?
You could.
Even for like communicating with him? 'Cause
I will
I'm
give
just
you
gonna be
advantage.
like, hey man, we're gonna put you right here. This is gonna be your new home. Please don't sing the shit out of us.
But any humans, fair game.
And
Yeah,
I will
anybody
give you
else?
advantage.
Okay.
Because the main reason for this roll is you're making sure to do it in a safe, good place to make sure it will survive.
17?
It's like, we got you, boo.
You can roll again.
Well, okay, yeah.
Well, a nat 20 is nat 20.
Seriously, not 20?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm saying if you get a nat 20, then yeah.
I was gonna say this baby wasp will remember you for all of your games. I don't
I got
know
an
where.
18.
All level 12
Why is
would
it
die.
following us around?
As soon as someone,
Defend you guys.
as soon as someone sneaks up at you,
I got you, bud.
wham, wasp sting.
Yeah, the wasp
So,
comes in.
so you
Big
talk
bad-
to it, and the
big
little
bad evil
wasp
guy
tries
again.
to communicate as good as a wasp grub can do, and then you put it in a nice, safe place, and you know for sure that unless somebody does something horrible, this wasp will find a way. Life will find a way.
It will live long and prosper.
As you scamper back down the tree the way you came up there.
No.
I'm like,
She's
I
gotta
should
make
have
a roll
done
to
that
come
from
down.
the beginning. Sorry, guys.
She's got to make a roll to come down with those stuck between the legs.
So,
A
you
dwarf
guys.
showed you.
I know. That's why you got to make the roll.
I got a blood potion.
To his dwarven eyes, the climb was twice the size. So, you guys heading back towards the Goblin Village?
Yeah.
So, who's on point? Who's the one in lead?
Me!
Okay.
I'm the, first of all, I go the slowest.
And we can all see over you. So.
I have a 20 speed.
So it's the slowest.
And I'm the captain. I'm in charge.
Like a wolf pack, if you put the slowest in front, you don't outpace them. Okay, so give me a perception check. Are you guys in a hurry to offload the last wasp by the way?
No.
Okay. So you're willing to get closer
No,
to
we
the
only got one
goblins?
left because of somebody.
You just got lucky. You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a flail, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. I got an 8. Hey, I'm getting slightly better.
Our dice are cursed.
I know even run on the
Everyone,
set to try.
pick up your dice and rub them warm. Give them love. Whisper sweet things to them.
Little sweet nothings, yeah.
So you guys seem to be traveling the course.
Of course.
Seemed to be.
Which
And
is
was
the
that
focus of-
perception?
That was
Reminds me of somebody else's
perception. You asked
navigational
for-
skills.
You asked for perception.
Yep.
Where we
So
were
go ahead and
lost
give me
for
a
6
survival
days.
Survival.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
They
gonna
didn't
try
roll a navigator.
another
It was like whatever you roll.
Come on. Yeah, baby, 14.
Okay, so you're going the right direction. What's everybody's passive perception, by the way?
11.
14.
Wow.
9.
So the three of you
Double.
point out that these two,
How did you get it? Never mind.
because finding a thing to
Your
smash
wisdom's-
and knowing how to smash something.
Is the A?
No, your passive perception should be 14. So your passive perception is 10 plus your score for perception. So it shouldn't be a 9, it should be a 14.
Yeah.
14.
14.
Yeah,
you, everybody.
don't make yourself blind on purpose. We
Okay.
both have glasses, we know that sucks.
So are you guys wanting to put this wasp nest close to the goblins, or do you want to do a good safe distance before
Good safe
that?
distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't accidentally
Okay, because those are
piss them off.
Yeah.
So who's going to try to plant the last of the wasp things?
I'll do it. I'll try again.
Let me talk to him first. Because if you piss him off, then
Listen here, little
You
grubby.
get up there, but you piss them off.
Yeah. Well, I'll climb up somebody's hand with a damn phone.
I mean, you guys have rope, don't you? You can always do it that way.
I do have to.
Woohoo! 17.
Okay, so you use the rope method, so that way there's no chance of smashing it. As you scamper up, and as you're up there, passive perception 14, you say.
Yep.
You hear some commotion from your little vantage point up at the top of the tree, as the rest of the group's ready to hand you the little wasp cradle that they've made with the leaf. You gonna plant the wasp first, or do you want to like scan the horizon and see what the
I'll
noise
see what the
is?
noise is.
Okay, go ahead and give me an actual perception, so I know how much to tell you.
I need to get reading glasses. Damn it.
Wow.
Nat 20, 24.
Oh, damn. Clearly, with your angry elven eyes, you hear the sound that came to your elven ears of the Ambrian tongue. Obviously carried on the wind that caught your attention. As you guys see him kind of like stiffen, he totally looks off in a different direction as you guys are like, what? And you clearly see a group of 2, maybe 3, but it's a natural 20, so you know for sure it's 3 Ambrians. They've all 3 got the cloak of the Queen's Rangers, because it's got the Queen's logo on one shoulder and these nice little gray cloaks. Why would you want a red logo on a gray cloak? I don't know. As you clearly see about a half mile away, they're skulking up a path that's heading kind of the goblins' direction. Yep.
Okay.
How many?
You are 100% sure there are 3.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody there's 3 of them. Hand up the wasp nest, we gotta go.
Okay, go ahead and give me your animal handling, since the wasp has been coaxed to don't get out of the nest until you're ready. You do have advantage.
20. Soft 20.
Soft 20. You have no doubt that this little wasp will be growing healthy and strong and will probably recognize you in the future. As you scamper back down the tree, and you basically, do you want to tell them about the Ambrians in the woods?
Yeah.
You know, from
I'll tell them there's three of the Queen's Rangers that we have to deal with.
and they seem to be like skulking. When you were watching them, they're taking turns going first. They're not like tramping through the woods. They're skulking through the woods up to something with weapons out.
They're tracking something.
And their general direction is towards the Northlands?
Yep.
I was thinking hallway fight.
I mean, if you guys had kept on your path, you probably would have ran into them before the Northlands.
can we try and sneak up behind them? And because I kind of want to find out why they're looking around, so I don't really want to kill all of them.
Obviously up to no good.
No, they're ambushed.
Maybe
They
kill
need
2
to
of
die.
them, but
As our bloodthirsty elves like humans in the forest.
Humans don't belong here.
they don't.
Oh yeah.
And I will let you guys discuss your strategy.
I'm
while I
gonna
run
make
through
this roll
Russian
already.
real quick.
Oh shit, I actually did roll a nat 20. I'm not gonna kill them all.
He's resisting his blood rush to kill all
So,
these
okay, okay, I say we kill 2 of them, and then ask the other one, the one that's left, we'll ask them what they want and what they do,
As silence is giving you
And then
gestures
kill
to kill them all.
and then we can kill them.
So go ahead and discuss your tactics. I'll be right back in the research room.
Yeah.
This way you can all plot without me knowing.
I got to roll like a 19 or a 20, and I rolled a 20.
He immediately resisted the blood rush to jump off the tree running after them. I'm going to kill them all.
Yeah, but try to communicate.
Okay, let's take a vote.
We can try to sneak up on them.
Yes, I definitely
sneak
want
up,
to
Can't
yeah.
take a vote, but a flail in the soul is a flail in the soul.
Not as good as an axe in the skull.
If they don't,
I
if
don't
they
know
die,
about
they
that.
die. If they don't.
If I get a crit, I can make them foam, which is
Send
pretty
them
good.
back with the tail.
And if I don't get a crit, I can still make them foam.
So we try and sneak up and immediately murder two of them, or like sneak up and grab them first. Like
I'm
you
telling you
guys
no,
do?
I'm going after all three.
You're just gonna do one swing with the flail, like.
Just
Swing up and intercept and attack the lead elf.
Why didn't you get like a chance?
I went sword. And I wanted to be a fun tank.
Because the chain staff is one of the things.
Yeah, but that's two-handed. So.
Okay, so
That sounds pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Staff.
Does somebody want to hold silence?
Like the effect of this is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
The fact that you can like stop it from using on men.
I mean, the only reason to keep one alive would be to send them back with the wording on come to the floor.
Well, no, but to see, yeah, because they're kind of sneaking. So.
Do we have anybody that speaks Amber? You know.
Yes.
Okay.
But I have terrible charisma, so you
I
should
have
probably
really
be
good
talking.
charisma.
I speak Elven Troll and Barbarian.
Except with humans.
Oh, well, that's nice.
But I have really good charisma.
I have
I am a
barbarian,
spoken
elven,
guy.
ambient, and exceptions.
That talk.
Yeah.
I say we take two of them down and then
Fighter type.
question the
Oh,
third.
we gotta.
So just run up.
No, I say let them
You
pass
follow your
us.
I'm a warrior.
Shoot them from behind.
Type I am a berserker, which is basically
It's,
what barbarian.
I'm a goblin.
They basically took
No.
barbarian and put that in fire.
I like to smash things too, though. So you know, we can shoot him, but then I could like jump
Yeah,
out of a
well, I
tree
mean,
and hit him in the head.
And say
We
something.
have two archers. So we let them
kind of.
pass us.
We got 2.5 archers. Yeah.
So we need 3 of them.
Here's the
So,
hat.
that's why I didn't.
Well, I have a bow too.
I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could use a longbow, but I don't usually do.
You have a bow that you can barely draw.
So what we can do is I say we let them pass. We lay in wait.
No, they're in front of us.
Oh, well then
And
let's
they
just
are
come up behind
traveling.
them.
I think here's how it. I think what James was describing is they were going this way, and we're also going this way. So we have to catch up to them.
Yeah.
Let's shoot them from behind. They'll turn and fight. And if we happen to keep one alive, we can question them. If it doesn't live, no harm, no foul.
That's my opinion.
Okay? But let's take advantage of the fact that they don't know we're behind them.
The way they're moving, they're obviously coming in for various reasons.
Yes.
We don't need.
Yeah, they're skulking.
That's all humans.
Well, yeah, they're humans. It's synonymous with.
Yeah, all humans are skulking.
I was one in the past
But like,
life.
what if
Trust me, I
there's
know.
some underlying strategy, like the queen is gonna invade the?
Well, that's why I kind of like one to stay alive so we can question
Hopefully,
it.
yeah.
So,
But if it doesn't happen,
it doesn't happen.
no skin off my nose.
As your outlaw command captain is like, one stay alive, kill them.
And then
Yes,
silence is like,
pretty much.
I'll be taking 6 every turn.
Well, you can always kill him after you talk to him.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Well, I have a clean.
Oh, humans lie and burn down forests.
Yeah, but I can.
Great, we're playing Verngo.
They're
Aww.
Okay, so are we sneaking closer, or are you guys just gonna shoot from where we're at? How far are they?
So they're about a half mile up, so it's gonna,
We're gonna try and.
so the group is gonna be sneaky, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys go with haste but sneakiness, everybody give me a stealth check for the group. I only need half of you to succeed for you guys to sneak up there.
14.
18.
Hold on, we're still.
It's gonna be under dex.
18.
I know, new
Oh,
character,
sorry,
new
15.
designed character
15.
sheet is always fun.
So just Dex, because I don't see.
It's Dex plus.
You're not proficient in it, are you?
Oh yes, I am.
I would hope so.
As our
Yeah, we
outlaw
passed.
super sneaky.
We got 2 18s, a 15 and a
A
natural.
14.
Okay. So you guys are literally doing the whole Naruto ninja thing. As the camera pans back just above, like a bird soars by, and you see your group closing in on these guys are moving really slow and steady. You guys are moving stealthily and quickly. And as you're coming up, you clearly can hear their human voices as you guys are sneaking up. They're about, thanks to the forest, it is a little on the tight side from line of sight. You know, you can't like 100 feet away because you're in the woods. As you guys get closer, you definitely notice they're stopping to check up a pair of statues. There's one that's fallen, and the other that's standing up that has some kind of vaguely ominous cloaked figure holding a sword. The other one is smashed down, and they're checking it out. You know, obviously from the whispers, I don't know if you speak Ambrian or not, but it does sound like they just discovered these. They're the first, and they're marking it on the map. And they're basically, you know, talking about how they're here as a scout group to scout out the area.
Survey party.
I do actually check on the statues to see if I recognize it.
Okay, I still have to
Go for it. As all of a sudden, Silence keenly looks at the statue.
And doesn't know anything.
A 10. It looks like many Symbaroum style statues you've seen before from the old human empire that used to be here a couple hundred years ago. It's got that same ominous, I'm in power, look at my gauntleted hands holding my sword. And then elves made magic trees grow everywhere. Because fuck those guys.
I don't know, we seem like the good guys in this story, you know?
You guys are the good guys in the story.
Think we are. We can pass.
No, we don't think we are. We are the good guys.
You took the duty as the Iron Swarm to keep the evil in the forests and keep the humans to follow their word. Barbarians will tell you, the elf said, my witch said the elf said, so we listen. Less of us die when we don't go poking evil things.
You're disturbing stuff that
Hey,
shouldn't be disturbed, so.
Hey look, I found a magic sword that grows tentacles.
Yeah, that's totally not bad.
An invasive species. Yep.
I mean, remember, your elven history know that the Symbaroum humans made the dwarves as a slave caste.
Okay, so we're sneaking up. Who's gonna take the first shot?
No, we're going to do ranged
The-
first.
yes.
Thank you very
That's
much.
what you're saying, is first shot.
Yeah,
I
first
think
shot.
our berserker's got a bow.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I
Well,
think-
or do we roll initiative?
How far out can you shoot? Well,
So thankfully,
yeah.
it is about 60-foot range that you can clearly see in this area. The forest loosens up.
Okay, I got it.
I was totally rolling just to see on my little chart of charts how much line of sight we have.
Okay.
If it's a hunter's bow, it's 8320.
No,
Yeah.
mine's
Do you have a
a
hunter's bow or which is a short bow?
I have a
or
longbow.
Longbow.
No, the longbow. I remember that one.
Oh, see, mine's 80.
I
Yeah,
got
this
120.
you can't shoot one.
Yeah, but I could shoot with a
I have a
longbow.
horseman's
But
bow.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna run up.
As the goblins would use a longbow as a Chinese
I'm gonna
footbow.
grab
no, it's like-
silence.
it
by
can do long
the
range,
back of
that's
the-
it.
They would do the Chinese footbow thing where you put the bow on your feet
Yeah, that
and hold the
really
string
wasn't
back
a thing, but
to shoot the javelin-sized arrows.
No, I'm gonna grab silence and say, I want to kill them too, but just wait a second.
Nobody's
Because
shooting,
you're about
I'm
to take
shooting.
off running.
I think we all want to shoot.
Perhaps.
Can we do a volley?
You can. Everybody go ahead and roll your initiative.
Mine's not a volley, mine's magic.
No, I mean,
No,
a
we're
volley
all
is
same.
we're all firearms, so it's a volley of arrows.
You guys
While
have the
they're fighting
proverbial
over-
surprise
So hold
round.
it, where's
Murder
initiative on this?
Initiative is 7.
So initiative should be
Oh,
over here.
ah, shit, I didn't fill it out.
I don't see. I
It was good. Maybe I can just run in there first and hit
plus
everybody.
3, so it's just my dex plus 3.
Right, I guess. Shit.
Hey, I'm not bloodthirsty. I'm just protecting the forest.
Okay, I got a 19. If
Never
this
mind.
is accurate.
You have a +3 for initiative, so that is accurate.
And then in Fuji go
16.
alert, the dash was 5.
What did our resident witch get?
17.
Damn. And silence?
17.
Damn! And our resident.
Oh,
7.
Just 7.
Yeah, David will go.
17.
Who's got
Yeah,
the
but
better
their
dex
base
bonus?
dex is higher.
Oh.
That's why.
What's that?
You have a higher base
But
dex.
just against the other 17, though, right?
Your dex scores are +2, mine's +1.
Mine's +3.
Yeah, but no, but we're
No,
both
they
17.
tie.
Oh,
So you
I
first.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, as these three, you see they kind of break up. All of a sudden, one's like super sneaky and he comes out to talk to his friends. He's just about to like fade off in the undergrowth. Then the other one's got a big club on his shoulder. You don't know why this ranger's carrying a club, but that's what he's got. And then
Is it two-handed?
it is a one-handed club.
I am going to use my inspiration, since technically it's the first shot.
Well, you won't have to use your inspiration because you have
That's right, I have
advantage.
advantage.
Because they don't know you're
They don't know
there.
we're here. Okay, so. All
I mean,
right.
with the witch getting an nat 20 itself, you know.
Okay, so.
So before you tell me your number, which one are you shooting at?
The one that was, well, actually, since I'm smaller, the one, well, ideally.
The one bigger
the
than her.
one-
Billy knows it.
Well, it's like the closest one would be the ideal one for me since I don't have as much range.
The gentleman with the bow or without the bow? How about that? Only one of them has a bow. It's not.
We're 60 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sitting,
I would shoot the one with the bow first,
Yeah.
because he's the only one who can hit us from that far.
I mean, these are important questions.
And then the one with the club just has like.
I got my disarm.
So I got a
Oh, fireball.
16.
16 with advantage.
Yeah, well, that's the using my advantage of those 16.
Okay, so as you fire that arrow, the guy with the bow, he's getting ready to you can see he's like talking about, you hear him whisper about he'll scout ahead while these two idiots are checking this out. We should spend our time, we're looking for threats, not statues. And all of a sudden he starts to turn to walk towards the green, and our little goblin captain fires her little outlaw arrow. It goes through the air, almost connecting them spiritually for a second before it physically sticks into the guy. How much damage are you doing?
Okay. It would be a 6.
I like that. That's a survivable amount of damage. As all of a sudden your arrow goes thwonk right into his ass. If it was a goblin, it would have been a mortal shot. As he immediately lets out a scream, but not before other arrows come flunking out of the forest.
No, a beam of crackling energy comes striking this forest.
And who are you shooting at?
We'll go ahead and take out the bowman.
Yeah.
Everyone likes the idea of tentacles.
What is this?
The same one that she shot, or are you going to go for one of the other two?
No, the bowman, 10.
10. As you shoot out a beam of crackling energy, what is this, Eldritch Bolt?
Eldritch Blast, yeah.
And what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
Kind of a dark purple.
Yes, very unnatural color.
Now remember, since I'm giving you guys advantage since it's a surprise round.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure 10's what you got?
Well, no, all of us got advantage, and 16.
16. Okay, big difference between those two numbers. As for a moment he turns around in the direction the arrow came flying out, and he was like, what? And was about to dodge out of the way. He actually did not dodge out of the way in time. And what does your beam do to him?
9 points.
9 points of damage.
Slams into him for force damage.
And as it does that, what does everyone witness happening to his body?
Yeah, you just see it kind of disperse, and it just slams him back into the ground as it hits him.
But it doesn't break my
square in the
arrow.
chest.
Yeah.
Arrow shatters as it falls.
Yeah, we
we need the arrows back. They're expensive.
Hey, he has a horseman's bow with arrows.
Oh, good. Well, I'm taking all of his.
You're gonna live off our enemies.
You know, lose one, gain like 10.
And the other two guys immediately do this. What the? As they both are looking off into the woods for this moment because they just see leaves and tree trunks. And the close their eyes for a second, they see the beam in an opposite color in their eyelids. So what is Silence going to do?
Yes, so Silence is going to do a guttural bobay scream. And it's one of the few noises that I do make. And then I am going to run 30 feet, and then use my action to dash, and run another 30 feet right up to them.
As you go flying, as these two guys like, oh crap, getting up, looking for their weapons to get ready, you just come bolting out of the green and land in the little
With my
clearing
shield,
with
and
them.
I just have my flail wailing around, just ready to just smash them.
Yeah, because if these guys were taking notes.
They're just like, crap, where's my weapon?
And with that, I will do nothing else.
As you have made a very, very good target for of yourself.
Plan achieved.
You are very distracting. And they're like, where'd the arrow come from? She doesn't have a bow. Ah!
Vizina scream.
Okay, so that's gonna be that. That's gonna be our bloodthirsty member's turn.
I'll be shooting at the one furthest from him.
So did you charge closer to the guy with the club or the guy with the sword?
Oh, close.
Okay. So the one with the sword like literally drops the parchment as your arrows come in.
Nat 20.
Oh,
fuck.
I think that's some damage.
Obviously, you believe that's the most important one that was actually taking records of the events. And had a real sword, not a club.
Biting down on this skull that they're about to get shot in the head.
This is my last writing.
So, how much damage do you do?
okay, you can read it.
Just go like translating.
I don't know if the barbarian language has a written language.
14.
14, okay. You fire out that arrow. This beautiful arrow comes flying out as the
I'm keeping that.
taller person comes up and looks keenly in your direction as the arrow goes thunk deep into his chest. And he just gives out a grunting scream and grabs at the fletching that's now sprouting out of his chest like a newborn flower. And he gives this grunting sound as he snaps the shaft. Still alive, but wounded pretty damn badly.
You broke your arrow.
I'm pissed. Reroll now.
How rude.
Oh, I didn't feel it. They're all dead. I feel that.
Now you've given to the bloodlust.
Yes.
Okay.
Those things are
And
expensive.
now it is for Akurun's turn.
Okay. Well, yes.
It's more exotic when you say Akurun. I'm doing the Star Wars thing. When you take a normal word, you make it not.
Savage.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a longbow. I'm gonna use that.
And which one are you
No,
shooting?
it is.
I'm gonna
10
shoot.
valor.
Yeah.
So that would be.
No. It's
I think I'm gonna shoot the
It's
other
one
one.
valor
That.
for 10.
Oh wait, no, we were trying to keep one alive. Okay, not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot the one that ruined his arrow.
Okay.
So they're
Super
shooting.
rude.
Thank you.
Okay, well that's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact he took an arrow to the chest and he's still breathing, that's pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. What do I roll?
So a d20 plus your proficiency and dex bonus. It should be a number before where it says longbow, then a number.
Oh yeah. Plus
And
5.
then the damage for if you hit.
Okay.
Wow.
So
And you
yeah,
have advantage.
24.
You do have advantage, so you can roll again.
You can always try for a natural 20.
Yeah, a nat 20.
Not down.
So wow, another 24.
Okay, beautiful 24. As you looked at the first arrow sword, you follow its trajectory perfectly. Go ahead and roll for your damage as the arrow sinks home A little lower.
8
Totally.
plus 3, 11.
11 points. As you follow suit, and he gets the thwick arrows in both sides of his chest, as he's just like, but still alive. This one is definitely made
but
of the
silence
sterner
is right next to
stuff.
them, and oh god.
I can take it.
The guy with the club's just looking at Silence like, I'm gonna club you.
Get him, Silence.
Okay, so let me roll some initiative. That's less than everybody. That's not fun.
I think Silence back in the before they get attacked.
Let's not drop that dice. And that's even lesser so. Okay. So, you guys had the element of surprise, and it looks like you're still leveraging that surprise. As your captain is telling you what all to do in this moment of excitement.
There's only one left, right?
There's two.
There's two left.
There's the guy with the club that your berserker friend is right in front of, and then there's the one that looks more important that's taking 2 arrows to the chest right.
Okay.
He's not dead yet?
He's not dead yet.
So
Yeah, we fight that.
I still have cover, so I'm at advantage, right?
No, you're out. You've lost the element of surprise. Unless you want to use your goblin thingy.
I
You
have
your
the-
goblin thingy?
Well, that's the.
Oh, on your character sheet, on the second pages, I wrote a cheat sheet of all your abilities written out, so you can actually read them.
Yeah, but that's dash, dodge, and disengage.
There you go, that page.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So.
Sweet. Okay.
Because you're not a rogue.
Up on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to take the shot on him?
Yep.
So which one again?
The one that has the 2 arrows in his chest.
Okay. We're going to call him Quill.
And I rolled a nat 1 again.
Oh my god.
As
All the time.
what
Sorry, Silent.
Wait,
what commands does
Again.
what commands does FU tell the team?
Leave one alive.
As your goblin captain reaches up to her full stature. So cute, can you stand back and
3.5 feet.
to your elven eyes, it seems as if a child got a toy bow. Reaches back with the horseman's bow, and you hear a twang. And since all of you are accompanied archers, you know that twang. Obviously, someone has not been maintaining her bow because the strings
At least
snapped.
it wasn't.
No, it's not. Nuts! Come on, stop chewing.
As you
Better than a snap.
and the squirrel pops out of your backpack and does the. And you can totally see the bowstrings got little nibble marks. As you still have your arrow at least.
Yeah.
And you good with where you're at? Do you want to, run up and pull your weapons? You have other weapons. I mean, this goblin is dapper.
Okay, if I use my bonus action of
Dash?
dash, I wouldn't be able to get. an
Well,
attack.
you wouldn't
An
get
attack.
all because you only had no. You've already made your attack.
Exactly. So
You could get 40 feet if you use your movement and your dash. So you'd be just shy of it.
I'll be just shy of it.
Are you going to draw your
they have
melee
one.
weapons?
Yes.
As you run?
Yes, I'm gonna draw my fencing sword.
You guys totally see FU's bow snap. She throws the bow and arrow in the air and then goes, ah! Running 40 feet, pulling out parrying dagger.
No,
and
it is- what it is nuts!
I think it's an ambient.
as she's whipping out her fencing blade and parrying dagger.
And for
you
you
all
guys,
have-
it sounds like goobity goobity. How many
This
of
tiny
you-
bit is just
How many of you
running.
speak Goblin?
No.
None of you speak Goblin, so you don't know what the hell I'm saying.
It must be a
Our
war
own
cry in
world.
her people's tongue.
We'll just see.
As you guys see the grass part. And you're about 20 feet away from where you Silence is ready to flail somebody. So what is our resident witch gonna do?
The sword guy is still standing?
The arrow guy Quill is still standing.
I will just say, James did say that the guy who took 2 arrows did look the most important.
Right, the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
No,
Pincushion.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
pincushion.
That's
Yeah.
kind of.
I'm just
Wait, but then the archer's
I'm not
still
saying you
alive?
hang
No,
on.
the archer's dead. You guys,
okay,
you guys
That's why
blew.
original
Literally,
plan
his
was
attack
the
exploded
archer
him.
was the one that was like,
Yeah,
so.
Conveniently, there's an extra horseman's
My
bow
goal
in the
is
archer's
to get all
corpse.
three.
Darn good thing. Although,
So
can I put
that's
capsaicin on it?
dirty 20.
A dirty 20. That
Yeah.
will hit.
Does it have a thong on? I just randomly flank. I don't know why I did that.
dirty.
No, that's what we say every time.
No.
On the
Now we
battlefield,
should
right?
do, yeah. Now you just gotta do this. See?
Superman. Okay, he takes your hit and he like for a second drops to a knee, but then gets back up to his feet and he just like goes,
Wow.
"Puh," and this spray of blood comes out of his mouth. He is hurting after that.
Oh,
A hell of a lot.
he's still alive
Kelly's
though after that?
HP's like
Is he
60.
like level 10?
So
He hasn't taken that much yet. Only 35 he's taken.
Only.
only 35.
Hey, as a DM,
Oh
I
my
approve of this.
This is going by runes of Symbaroum CR rules.
Yeah.
A group of
I've
5
got
can take a
7
CR2
total.
creature.
I've got 7.
Okay, so you shoot him with the bolt again. Are you staying back in cover or are you coming forward?
No, I'm staying back.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
a cloth
There's no
wearer.
need to engage.
Okay.
No, I'm a cloth wearer. I don't know.
So silence, you're there. This guy's got his club. He sees you and just gets this. Yeah, gonna get me a pair of pointy ears. I'm that kind of guy.
Yeah, that flare's gonna go into his face in a second, you know?
Okay.
That's what we see now.
That's-
Okay,
As long as
so.
Kelly's dice haven't affected you.
Yeah, so that would be a 16 to hit.
16 will definitely hit.
Nice.
I'm like,
As I just take my flail.
His studded
But that's
leather
one we
will
were
not
trying to
protect
keep
him.
alive. Thanks, Silence.
5+3.
No, it's more than that. So berserkers have a trait where they can add damage equal to their strength as proficiency on a strength weapon attack. Because why not? So yeah, it's more than just +3. So. Oh my god, yeah. So that will be a 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
5.
You know, berserker kind
It
of
does
does
an extra
damage.
8 points of damage?
so please tell me it's a total of 48 is going to do him in.
Yeah, but what's
Well, no,
your
he's
armor
attacking the
class
guy
and
with
stuff?
club, the other guy.
Class is 15.
So,
Oh, it doesn't lower it? Okay.
No, it
so,
doesn't.
so what does it look like when she flails him to death?
Yeah, so he's like, I'm gonna get me a pair of elf ears, and I'm just going to look at him, like, kick him in the shin, and as he's like going downwards, just poof, right up at the flail.
And you just see like the jaw explodes and the spray hits the tree behind him.
Yep, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then, how far away is the swordsman from me?
About a good 5 feet.
Cool,
like
so I'm
one-
going to run up to him, and because I attacked, I use my bonus action to make him make an athletics check.
You're gonna
DC 10.
you're gonna shield bash him, aren't you?
Yep. Well, shield fighter, but yeah, basically same thing.
Making me have to look up some athletics here, huh?
By the way, you're going to do that for this entire campaign. I'm going to use it every single time. Just let you know.
Thanks for the heads up, so I make sure to mark it down. Okay.
If
Okay,
I
that's,
can, I
that's
will.
not bad. 15.
He succeeds.
So you bash him with the shield, and all of a sudden this dude's just like, arrow, chest exploded. Shield to the face, dude? Seriously, this incredulous look as you pull the shield back. All, and he's
And-
just like,
You
Not
know,
my
not the
day.
shield bashing. I'm just going to circle to where I'm behind them,
Ooh.
so that my allies are in front. So either they turn to me, and I have the back to. my
and then you
allies.
skirt your rest of the way around him. And he immediately like squares up on you. And yeah, it's still not his turn yet. And what does our scout do?
I'm going to shoot him.
Now in the back.
Hey, we can give one of theirs. One of them has a use.
23 hit?
23 will hit. Oof.
Yeah, this is not a critical this time. 11.
So what does it look like when You are face to face with him, Silence. And an arrow goes flying out from the green, snaps through some leaves unseen, and takes him out. How gory is it?
He's just sitting there and it just comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That's totally what I was thinking.
As his eyes do this.
Wait, could I do a reaction thing?
You could
Can
totally
I just grab the arrow as he falls down to the ground?
As you hold on to the shaft and he slithers off of it.
Yeah.
As his knees just
And
buckle
now
and hit.
the fletching is stained red.
It's now a blood
It's
arrow.
a dirty arrow. It's the arrow that shall be called vengeance.
I'm writing that down.
One bloody arrow has already tasted victory.
Goes to fletching, gets it upgraded.
Bloody arrow. Called vengeance.
The arrow has been brain tanned.
So they're all dead.
They all seem to be dead, yes.
They seem to be
Seem?
dead. Right.
I
Or
mean,
are
this
they?
is a horrible place where the
You're
dead
right.
come back.
Are we out of initiative?
You're
Or-
technically out of initiative.
Okay, cool. I'll just make sure they're dead by bashing them in the skull.
Okay.
Even the guy that had the arrows coming out
Yeah.
of him?
give him a couple just what ifs.
Okay.
Hey, Battle Hastings,
Now here's the best part. Bodies.
Nobody wants to have
Can I
to kill
come
a guy
over?
twice.
I want to come over with Silence because I also have a flail, and that just looks like fun. So.
Guys, you two are making sure what's done dead's done. Stay dead.
I'm grabbing the document and.
I'm grabbing
the only one
the
who thought
bow
about
and
the
the arrows and checking their pockets.
Checking the pockets. And that's a great place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.